Right, Sean, Katie, Sean. So I put a poll out.
Yep.
Gave people 3 choices. We're going to watch them all at some point anyway, so it doesn't really matter. But the one they said they wanted to see first was Get Out.
Okay.
And that was neck and neck with 300 for quite a while. So 300.
I'm glad they didn't immediately go to the horror movie. Although is Get Out horror?
I'm pretty sure this is a horror film.
I thought it was more thriller.
No idea. I don't know. I haven't seen it.
What even? I don't even fully understand the difference between horror and thriller. To be honest, it must be a thin line that separates them.
I always assume that thriller's more like a sort of edge of your seat kind of thing.
Aren't I always like that in horror movies?
Yeah. So it doesn't really matter for you.
I feel like I'm going to be equally tense in this than I would be in just like a standard horror movie.
But this is one that I haven't seen. Neither of you. So we're both reacting. Let's watch.
Alright, I'll talk to you soon. See you.
Oh, he was the detective in Knives Out.
Okay, so this is Brian. I think it should have left on, what was that?
Oh dear.
Peacock.
Oh dear, that car's turning around. That can't be good.
Might just be a law-abiding citizen.
No. It never is in these kind of movies.
Yeah, it's queer that the camera followed it.
Stupid, just keep going.
Why is it run, rabbit, run?
Fuck this, I was about to go the other way. I can't. Not today. Not me. You know,
Oh dear. It's behind him.
yo, hey!
Oh.
Like no one seeing this? No one.
It's late at night.
It's not exactly got his music quiet. If that was me, I'd be like looking out the window. Who the heck is that?
It's like a professional job as well. Poor guy. Wonder what he was doing. Like, think he was going to meet someone or... Jordan Peele is the guy who was a comedy writer.
A comedy writer, and he wrote this.
Never heard of... Is it Key and Peele or something? No? But you know that meme where it's the president and he's walking down the sort of line and there's people who he'll just shake their hand and they're like, oh yeah. And then when it's someone he knows, like, oh, he comes over and gives them a hug and everything. It's him. He's the one. He's
He's the one he hugs.
no. He's Jordan Peele.
Oh.
The guy playing president is Jordan Peele.
Oh.
And you will know his the guy who's his sort of duo Key. Been in a lot of comedy movies lately.
I don't like this music.
Yeah, it's all very eerie, isn't it? As they drive through the wood to the forested regions. Indecisive.
I feel like if someone did that though, like actually that, you would kind of be like, it's a lot deep, girl, just pick one.
Yeah. I don't know are these Americans or are they English? Because that definitely wouldn't stand in English bakery. Like, get a hold of yourself, just pick something.
I feel it is Americans.
But Daniel Kaluuya is English, I think.
Do they know I'm black?
Yeah. Should they?
It seems like something you might wanna,
That seemed like quite a good answer from her, though.
mention.
Okay, I guess that's okay. Is that okay? Is that okay? I don't know if that's okay. I don't know if I'm...
What?
That seemed like a good exchange. We like her.
Yeah. Something tells me I'm not gonna like the parents.
No.
This is all just a ploy to get to you. It's not too late for us.
Okay, get your own girl.
So, She's called Rosie.
Like, don't go to a white girl parent's house.
She doing licking your balls or something?
Yeah, bye.
Chris.
So Chris and Rosie.
You're jealous. I made you jealous. It's Rod.
Ugh! What was that?
Was that a cat? It like jumped out of the sky though.
Yeah, but they would jump across. It didn't come down, it was going across, wasn't it?
Yeah, but
Oh dear, jump.
Chris.
So that guy who got taken in the beginning, did he get taken because he was black? There already seems to be a lot of talk of racism. Was it a racist thing?
I don't know. I feel like it's too early to say.
My first thought was just because he was walking alone at night. Horror movie. You know, it's very cliche.
Going up to meet someone and they end up like kidnapping him.
Mm-hmm.
Sir, can I see your license, please?
Wait, why?
Yeah, I have state ID.
No. He wasn't driving.
I didn't ask who was driving. I asked to see his ID.
Yeah, why? That doesn't make any sense.
Ma'am,
Damn.
yeah, I'm good.
We'd like Rosie. Well, I like Rosie. I don't know if you like Rosie.
She wasn't taking any of the crap. She was like, oh,
Yeah. That's a nice house.
no.
It's the groundskeeper.
I don't like when people do that as a way of. There's no movement. It's just. It's really awkward.
Everything didn't seem too bad. He's a hugger. That's weird. They don't hug strangers. It's one of the first lessons you're taught as a child.
Oh.
So how was your drive in? Hi, horse, but I'm telling you, I do not like the deer. I'm sick of it. They're taking over. They're like rats. They're destroying
He's
the
in Godzilla.
ecosystem. I see a dead deer on the side of the road. I think to myself, that's a start.
I don't even understand that.
I'm just
sorry.
saying. You know what? I am grateful for what
She was
you've
in-
done today.
Percy
I
Jackson.
don't like
Yeah. well done.
Yeah.
All right, you guys look so wiped out.
My dad's claim to fame was beat by Jesse Owens in the qualifying round for the Berlin Olympics in 1936. Those are the ones where
Always one in front of him.
yeah, what a moment, what a moment. Hitler's up there with all his perfect Aryan race bullshit. This black dude comes along, proves him wrong in front of the entire world. Amazing.
It's so weird.
The garbage goes under the sink, and
Garbage.
now for the pièce de résistance.
I don't know what to trust and what not to trust. I swear, wasn't the groundskeeper black as well? When he said black mold down in the basement, he said black weird. Is this a racist film? Because I don't like racist films.
Total privacy.
See? Look at the way he's looking at them as well.
I know what you're thinking. I hate the way it looks.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Okay, I suppose it's...
By the way,
okay.
I would have voted for Obama for a third term if I could. Best president in my lifetime, hands down.
I agree.
Yeah.
Do we like the dad?
So far, he seems like typical dad that's just trying to like
So what do
Yeah.
your parents do?
be nice to the boyfriend.
My
She okay?
Oh, Georgina, I'm so sorry. Oh,
That's
look what
okay.
Why don't you go lay down? Just get some rest. Yes, I think I will. Good.
What's he from?
So, Chris, what's your
Oh.
sport? Football? Baseball?
basketball, mostly. Yes.
You an MMA fan?
Dude, what? What?
Hey, Jeremy, why don't we let someone else have the floor for a second?
happens with your frame and your genetic makeup if you really pushed your body. And I'm really trained, you know. No pussyfooting around. You'd be a fucking beast.
She took a long time to get that cake, considering the lass was standing there holding it.
A whole bunch of nothing.
Talking about sports. Hey,
And he seems weird as well. What's his?
Jiu-jitsu is. Stand up.
Jeremy, no karate.
It's like on drugs or
It's not
something.
karate, man.
Yo, I got a rule. No play fighting drunk dude.
I don't play. I'm just.
Jeremy.
I wasn't gonna hurt him.
He was gonna put you in a fucking headlock. What is his problem? He's never treated any of my boyfriends that way. Ever, ever, ever.
Yep.
Oh, and my mom being rude to Georgina? What the fuck was that about? That was so crazy.
I don't know what to think about anything.
How are they different than that cop? That's the fucking bummer of it all.
I like you and your racial flow, though.
Is this a racial flow?
Racial flow.
Am I feeling a racial flow?
Definitely.
He's handling it remarkably well.
Oh yeah, so we like him, we like her. Don't know what to think of the brother. The brother's a bit weird. The way the mother's looking around is kind of weird as well.
Something's going on with him.
I don't know what to think about anything. The problem is that I've seen too many horror films to not be suspicious about everything. You always do that as if moving further away.
Because creepy stuff's on. I'm sorry. He's just walking around in the dark. He doesn't even know the house. He doesn't know where he is. I'd be turning lights on.
I'm leaving them on. Even in our house, you'll leave all of the lights on. Oh. Is that the groundscape? Is that what the meme was? Ooh. Did you ever see that meme? Where they were doing it to people, they were doing it to random, that same thing, they were running at them and then...
No.
I didn't know what it was from, I didn't realise it was from this.
Just for a little bit.
Don't do it.
Never trust the creepy old mothers.
She's not that old. The fact that she hypnotizes people, that's weird.
Older.
So you're comfortable enough, right?
It's perfect. Thanks.
Sure.
Heightened suggestibility.
That's right. That's right.
Is it the
It's a
spoon?
Do you smoke in front of my daughter?
I'm gonna quit, I promise.
That's my kid. That is my kid. You understand?
Oh, the mother's gone full evil villain.
I don't want to think about that.
The eyes, she's got almost like sleepy eyes. It's weird.
Yeah.
Tell me when you found it.
I don't like this. I don't like it. Is that what she was doing earlier on with the spoon?
Chris, look at me. From work.
Get out of there.
And what do you do?
How does this have anything to do with smoking?
Thought that if I did, it'd make it real.
It's just me, or has he not blinked for a while?
You're so scared. You think it was your fault? Sink into the floor.
Wait.
Sink.
Oh.
Huh?
What the hell is this now?
What is happening?
This is some serious hypnosis. Yeah, that didn't have anything to do with smoking.
I thought maybe it was gonna be like a past trauma led him to smoke. Like maybe his mum smoked and he picked it up after she died. I didn't think it was gonna be that.
What?
Huh?
So did that happen?
You'd be really creeped out if you had a dream like that, wouldn't you? Even if it wasn't real or if it was real,
was
you'd
a
be
dream,
creeped
yeah.
out.
Still didn't unpack everything that happened before that. The bloke that was running, what was he running for? Her in the. I wonder if that's what's happened to her. I wonder if they're more susceptible once they have. They did what she did to him.
It's a bit creepy.
She's wearing a wig. It's just back to normal. So what was he running the night before for? Unless that was all a dream.
What's up, man? Looking you good out here, huh? Here she is. One of a kind. Top of the line. A real doggone keeper.
Huh?
Sorry about last night. What? My exercise. I didn't mean to scare you. Well, I should get back to work and mind my own business.
Is he hypnotized? Are the workers hypnotized?
Oh, it's already
He's speaking so formally. Like there's no slang in the way he's talking at all.
Yeah.
Almost like robotic, like he might be hypnotized.
It was the same with the
Last,
the housekeeper, yeah.
I think your mom hypnotized me last night.
So you think I've got a chance?
Eh.
Put in a good word. I will. I'm gonna talk to my dad about that. That's not.
Oh, don't talk to your dad. It's fine. It's fine. It's not a big deal. It's not a big deal. Forget about it.
Okay.
He's remarkably laid back.
Yeah, I know.
You would be on such high alert, wouldn't you, of everything? No. Leave.
I
Get
know.
out.
I'd be out straight out of there.
Maybe that's why it's called Get Out.
Yeah, maybe, yeah.
Alright. Can you do that again?
Yeah, just smile.
We haven't seen
There it is.
the guy from the beginning.
Oh look, it's the greens.
But, I do know Tiger.
Oh, that's great.
Super.
Gordon loves Tiger.
Oh, best.
When did
Why
this
did
when
that
did this
make-
film come out?
So, Chris, let's see your form.
This is.
So,
Ah,
is it true? Is it better?
what?
Oh.
Fair skin has been in favor for the past, what, couple of hundreds of years? But now the pendulum is swung back. Black is in fashion.
Huh? What is
What's
going
happening?
on?
Maybe I'm gonna take some pictures.
She doesn't seem very happy about it, to be fair. Good for her.
I mean, that's such a, like,
Those people were looking at him weird as well.
they're all being weird.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't think there's any of them are, like, being, like, genuine. Where'd the brother go as well? He kind of just disappeared. didn't he?
Yeah, we don't trust him.
Oh dear, mate. Oh dear.
Look, see, the other one, her behind him.
Good to see another brother around here.
Oh, there he is.
Yes, of course it is. Something wrong?
There you are. Do something with this.
Yes, yes.
Oh, hello. I'm Philomena, and you are... The Wincuts were asking about you.
Well, it was nice to meet you, Chris. Goodbye.
He's obviously hypnotized. Right. Brainwashed, hypnotized.
What?
Because he wasn't talking like that in the beginning, was he?
Oh, no.
When he was on the phone, he was talking like a lot more casually, and now he's talking really formal.
Believe me, the irony of being a blind art dealer isn't lost on me.
How'd you do it?
My assistant describes the work to me in great detail. You've got something. The images you capture so brutal, so melancholic. It's powerful stuff, I think.
Thank you. Shit ain't fair, man.
Oh, you got that right. Shit ain't fair.
Was that the most normal conversation he's had with anyone that's not Rosie since he's arrived?
Yeah. And it's kind of ironic as well, because he's a blind man.
Blind, yeah. Ah!
Oh, I don't like it. Why did they all stop talking?
What are they all doing? Is it like a cult or something?
His phone was on charge.
Someone took his phone off charge. Sadists!
Is there nothing sacred in this world
I
anymore?
know. And a man put his phone on charge.
Dead as well.
This might be thriller. This might not be horror. This might be thriller because it's very sort of. You're kind of going a lot, aren't you?
And it accidentally came undone.
Yeah, I
Rather than meddle with it further, I left it that way. How foolish of me.
I wasn't trying to snitch.
Snitch.
Rat you out.
Tattletale. Oh, no. 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 No.
Stop saying no.
No. Aren't you something? They treat us like family.
Why are you crying?
I don't like it.
Genuinely, if someone was walking that close to me, oh, she got out there quick, and just doing the one step towards us, I would genuinely be at going. Stay back.
Yeah.
Anyone, even if one of yous came at me like that, I'd be going, stay back.
I've just had
Are they
no
in a relationship?
interest. The chores have become my sanctuary.
What happened there? Whoa! What?
Get out. Sorry, man.
Okay.
Get out! Yo! Yeah! Yo! Shoot it! Get out! Shoot!
Just another point. I don't.
It was nice meeting you, Chris.
I don't think. He never blinked once.
Yes, yeah, let's get this party back on track. How about sparklers and bingo?
Is that just me? That was that.
We're gonna go on a walk.
But the housewife, and I don't think the groundkeeper blinked either. None of them seem to be blinking.
Like you've met Logan before?
No, I don't know Logan. I knew the guy that come at me. I think your mom got in my head, right?
What?
Oh, is it an auction?
Oh,
He's doing numbers, isn't he? He's at like 10. I don't know,
Why is he not
10,000.
speaking? I wonder if that's maybe something. I wonder if that's maybe something to do with.
Oh, to him, the blind guy.
Oh, I thought we
Really
liked
like
him.
the blind guy.
I wonder if it's something to do with if it's not spoken, it's not technically breaking the law. If that's like a technicality. So is that what they're doing? Are they brainwashing?
Hypnotizing them into.
They're becoming slaves, basically.
She had survived the initial hit.
I don't want to guess, but because people think I've seen it. But when he said about bingo,
She lay there bleeding by the side of the road.
was it him or her that said about going?
Her.
That's how she died in early morning, cold and alone.
I don't want to. I don't want to predict. Right, I don't want to predict. But you lot know what I'm thinking. When he said about bingo, which one of them said about going somewhere else?
I think it was her, wasn't it? She said about going for a walk.
What?
Let's go home. This sucks.
It's the problem with this film is that I'm suspicious of everything.
Everything and everyone except for him.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, get lost, you weirdos.
Yeah, I wonder.
Hi, Chris. Great to meet you.
When she was talking to him and she was crying, she felt like she was desperate to say something to him. And that guy, what was his name? Logan?
Told him to get
He was
out.
literally telling him to get out, yeah. I wonder if it's going to be something like he's missing.
Oh, that's Drake.
Drake.
Andre Hayward. Used to kick it with Veronica.
Veronica from what?
Teresa's sister that worked at the movie theater on 8th.
Yes, that is him. That is him. But wait.
You have to be careful. But I still... People are going to think I've seen this. I suspect her. I know she's been... I know she's been very good and nice and everything, but it's just strange that her dad says bingo, which turns out to be an auction, and she just miraculously says about leaving. Because they obviously can't do that with him there. Or maybe it's a red herring.
Is that the groundskeeper? Is that him?
I thought it was, yeah. Is that other guy going to be in one of those pictures? That's the that's the groundkeeper, isn't it? Oh! She had a ring on?
Let's do this on the move.
Yeah.
I bloody knew it! I knew I suspected her!
Let's get the keys.
Yo, man. The party was just getting started.
Just putting bags in the car, man. Give me those keys.
Rose, now! Now, the keys!
Oh, be careful, bro.
What the fuck?
I didn't do anything.
What the fuck is going on?
No one takes that long to find. I knew it!
No, I can't give you the keys, right, babe?
I knew it! Oh, people are going to accuse me of saying this again. I'm going to get accused. Right, bro, get straight out of that window.
Those two are old.
Come on.
You could probably take him. Just absolutely lamp them.
Oh, he does.
Oh, so is he going to be able to see, like... Maybe that's what it is, so it's like, they're like...
Oh, they can see, but they can't.
They can't... Yeah. So like the flash kind of like brought that guy forward. It kind of like brought him out of it. What was her name? Oh, shut up. Was it Georgina?
Oh, the housemaid.
Yeah. Like you said, she was saying like so desperate to say something, but like she like couldn't. Like she is there behind the surface. She just can't.
I have to get out of it. You're about to be taken. Oh, he has been taken. He has. It's not. He's not even about to be taken.
Chris.
Okay,
He's
good.
been a good friend.
Priorities. Make sure the dog's fed. I wonder if they can. Police, maybe? Missing persons?
Mm-hmm.
Get the. I keep saying get the police, but the police guy didn't seem to. Right, what you said. Just so people know, I haven't seen this film.
Yeah.
I can't overstate that I haven't seen this film. I just pay attention.
I get what you mean though. She did take him out when he said about bingo.
Yeah. So what does the blind guy want him for?
I mean, he liked his photos, didn't he?
Oh yeah, maybe.
Does he want him to be his eyes?
So he can take credit for his work or something. I was thinking some kind of lad pad. This is another one of them scenarios. You know, I always say it when watching horror films. If that was me in the scenario and I was in that, they would not hold me.
You have been chosen because of the physical advantages you've enjoyed your entire lifetime. With your natural gifts and our determination, we could both be part of something greater. Something perfect.
What? That must be
Coagula procedure.
Rose's
It's a
granddad.
man-made miracle. My family and I are honored to offer it as a service to members of our group. Don't waste your strength. Don't try to fight it.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
can't
see.
stop the inevitable. And who knows? Maybe one day you'll enjoy being members of the family.
Oh, I don't like how he said the family. Ah, dear.
She said that.
You'd think though, if you said, okay, this person's been missing for 6 months,
Yeah.
and he's just randomly showed up with these people and he's acting weird, you'd think that would be cause for concern.
It's a strange thing that he's
You at
trying.
least want to investigate it.
Yeah, he's trying to do the right thing, but it almost worked against him a little bit.
You haven't seen him?
Oh, he never came back here.
Oh my god.
Look.
Oh, I don't like
I
that. That's
called his phone
creepy.
a bunch of times. Matter of fact, I went to the police.
What did you say?
I just said he was missing.
Oh, good.
Let me ask you something. What cab company did he use to leave?
Oh gosh,
I got you. I'm gonna record your ass.
Good lad. Also,
Oh, brilliant actress.
good
But
for that was really good.
creepy.
Speaker, unmute. Rose? So last time I talked to Chris, he told me your mama hypnotized him.
It's a bit of a weird thing to say, but are they essentially pimping out the daughter just to lure people? Yeah.
Yep. That is literally exactly what they're doing.
Okay, I'm glad we're on the same page
Yep.
with that. Okay.
The fact that there was so many pictures of her with so many of them, like the housekeeper was there, the groundsman, everything that the groundsman said, that makes sense.
Wait.
Phase 1 was the hypnotism. That's how they sedate you. Phase 2 is this. Mental preparation. It's basically a psychological pre-op. Well, partial, actually. The piece of your brain connected to your nervous system needs to stay put, keeping those intricate connections intact. So you won't be gone. Not completely. A sliver of you will still be in there somewhere.
Are they going to put him in him?
Consciousness will be as a passenger.
Put him in him?
Ah.
An audience.
in
The sunken place.
Now you're in the sunken place.
What?
That's what she calls it.
Are they the grandparents?
Why, yes. Huh.
The groundsman and the maid? He said he was going to be the first one to give us flesh, didn't he?
People want to change. Some people want to be stronger, faster, cooler.
Black is in fashion.
But please don't lump me in with that. You know, I could give a shit what color you
Oh,
are.
and he said he has the eye for it as well, for his photography.
I was not expecting
That makes sense, because that's why they were talking so old-fashioned. Like, she didn't know, like, what snitching was. She didn't know what, like, she called it a cellular phone or whatever. Like, are they the grandparents, and is that why they're like...
It makes sense of what they were all saying, really, doesn't it? Like, even the wifey who was talking about, like, how big is, you know, she was talking about how big his boy's bit are. Because she wants a husband, she would want a husband to go into him for her sake. Everything that was getting said.
No.
This film's a bit of a mind-blowing one, isn't it? I wasn't expecting it at all.
So, okay, is this racism? Because in a way they aren't...
Well, in a way it is, and in a way it isn't.
Because they're almost desire them, don't they? It's not really...
It's almost more of an aesthetic thing, isn't it? Like that guy said, he said it's in fashion. So it's almost like it's sort of... It's a bit like picking out clothes for them, isn't it? Which is an absolutely horrific way of thinking about it, but...
Oh, they're going to cut them open and crap.
So the question is, how long have they been... How often have they done this?
I assume...
In theory, they could just keep doing it, couldn't they?
Maybe it can, because when he saw the flash, he came forward and it was like he took back control. So maybe if it's not permanent, he has to be hypnotized in order for it to stay there.
Kitty, they're all covering up their heads. The groundskeeper, the housemaid, she was wearing a wig, and the Logan kid was wearing a hat. They were all covering their heads. Makes sense. You know what I mean? It's different what you're talking about, but it was... Sorry, what were you saying? Say that again? I don't know if it could be reversed. I'm not an expert in neuroscience.
Good lad.
Hit him again.
Oh. Good lad.
What's he hitting him with?
A ball.
I thought it was a tangerine. As in a ball.
I don't know what it is.
I think it's a ball.
Uh.
You clever sausage.
Good lad. That why he was scratching it so much. Ah.
No, I don't. I think he was scratching it because it was a thing that you put. But he noticed how badly he scratched it, didn't he?
Yeah, that's what I mean. He scratched it and he was like, oh dear. Oh dear me.
My answer to the question is no. I don't think it's reversible.
But when he saw the not in the physical sense, but in the sense that
I don't think the people they might. The thing is with the three is that they've already been opted on, haven't they?
Mm-hmm.
They're not like him because he hasn't been opted on yet, so he can still get out of it. I'm not entirely sure about the other three if they can get out of it.
But after.
Oh!
Good lad.
Take that.
That's what you do.
Get him again. Get him again. Put up on his head.
None of this messing around. Oh my god, this is so scary. Kill them. Yes.
Right, now's the time to get the war paint on. You know what I mean? Let's go full Rambo.
Yeah.
Get the bow and arrow. Yeah, set the whole place on fire. Yeah, the three that we've seen, they all were hiding the tops of their heads. Makes sense. I was wondering why he was wearing a hat and the housemaid was wearing a wig. This is such a smart film, isn't it? It's actually a bit crazy how smart it is. Bash her head in.
Do it. Good lad.
Smart.
Kick us with it. Oh, literally.
Katie, you shouldn't have called that. Now everyone's going to think that you've seen it already.
No, but kick your head in is kind of just like a
That's a generic term, yeah.
That we use in like UK, isn't it? Just kick someone's head in.
Isn't the NCAA something like the National Championship for Athletics Association or something?
I have no idea.
God. Okay, I think I jumped higher than you. Is that the first time I've jumped and you've not?
I did jump a bit, but jeez. I was just running from the car. Don't stop, go.
The guy.
I mean, admirable, yes. Death pending, probably.
Makes sense. The guy in the... It was the brother.
Grandma.
You were right, well done. Oh my god. This film has been very mind-blowing, hasn't it? No wonder it won an Oscar.
Oh.
Yeah, look, I knew it. The guy in the helmet and the white car was the brother. Because he choked the kid out, didn't he? Get out of there, boy! Oh.
We should have seen that coming, really. When you try to choke him.
Yeah. Clearly, we don't pay enough attention.
Oh god. Zigzag.
Go away,
Zigzag.
psycho lady.
Get him, Grandpa.
When I saw him running earlier on, that's not what I thought of. I didn't think that. Yeah, sorry. I was going to open him. Yeah, the flash.
So maybe it is reversible.
Yeah! You deserve that. Shoot her again. And again.
Yeah, double tap in the head. Oh, bless.
Oh no! Oh. You know, I was going to say the problem with reversing it is they were saying that they basically take control. They can't reverse it because they're essentially putting someone else inside them. They might come to the surface a little bit, but that's it. Is this crazy lady still not dead? Yeah, now kick her head in. Just like her brother.
I love you.
Good lad. Good lad. You deserve this.
I shouldn't, yeah.
Help me.
Oh no.
Oh, thank God.
Whoa! Yeah.
Chris.
Good lad.
Go give him a hug. Maybe kiss him on the cheek a little bit. What the heck? How the heck he turned up in a car? In a police car?
I mean, I told you not to go in that house.
Oh, I'm so chuffed it was him that turned up.
And I thought it was going to be that copper.
I thought it was as well. Yep, blade out.
Can we stop playing this music now, please?
Huh?
Can we stop playing this music now, please? I don't like it. She just sits up like the Undertaker.
It's gonna be a weird crime scene to arrive to, isn't it? You know, they go down in the basement, someone's missing the top of their head. Like,
It
what?
got set on fire though, didn't it?
Oh yeah, that's true.
It's weird.
Gosh darn it! What a
Weird.
film!
It's a weird movie.
I really enjoyed that. Thing is, what's really great, and it's why I enjoy, for instance, the Ryan Johnson Knives Out films, is because it very subtly makes you think you know where the film's going, and then just like that, it turns on, and then it flips it on its head, and then completely takes you in a different direction than where you thought it was going. I thought that was just going to be a racist, you know, it's all about this ancient sort of group, maybe like a cult style thing that were just ridiculously racist. And
I thought it was just going to be like a hypnotic slavery thing. Like, I mean, in a way, it kind of was, but at the end, I was kind of left thinking, is it racism? Is it not? Maybe some undertones, but they almost desired him, and like it's weird. He felt like him and like the others were all like superior in a way, didn't they? That's why they chose them.
Yeah. Well, it is. There's definitely elements of racism in it, but I think, yeah, it's like you said. It's, I mean, in a very one-dimensional way, it's kind of, you know, it is sort of racism by them essentially shopping, you know, for people.
Yeah.
And like to that one guy, it was literally him going, "Oh, black is in fashion now." Never even saw him as a person. He just saw him as
like an art, like an
item, like a shirt or something like that.
Yeah.
So that is the sort of, I would say that's the more three-dimensional racism.
Would you say it's more like, what is it? How would you say it? Classist.
Elitist.
In a way, because they were like the uber rich that were just like buying people.
Not even buying people, buying bodies.
Yeah.
Essentially, all the like
shells for them to put themselves into.
Yeah. I can honestly say that really surprised us where that ended up. I was not expecting that to go anywhere near there. Because the idea of putting yourself into someone else's body is really kind of like ridiculously far-fetched in a way, isn't it?
But the execution, the way they did it,
was really good. Yeah.
It didn't go into too much scientific facts as well, did it?
No,
it didn't try and do the thing where it gives you all this like sciencey stuff that we wouldn't understand anyway, but it's because it's trying to like make it seem like it could actually be a thing. We know it couldn't be a thing, but the way they did it was just enough so you were like, oh.
Yeah, but I also liked how they went, we figured out the psychological, now and we've just recently figured out the physical, so now we can do both and turn and do what we've always wanted to do. But
like
then when you watch it through again, it all makes complete sense.
The little thing, because when he's taking him through the house, he shows him the family, and it's like his dad was like, you know, like an Olympic runner.
Yeah.
He came second, and then the groundskeeper was like running everywhere just crazily for no reason. And
is that why he chose black guy?
Because he was beat by a black guy.
Yeah.
Oh, they did say that, didn't they? That was Hitler.
Yeah. It was the black guy won right in front of Hitler.
Yeah.
So why then did they choose the housewife for the nana, for the gran? Is there an explanation for that? Sure, there probably was.
There might have been.
Also,
it made sense. He chose the blind man. Obviously, chose Chris because he said he had a good eye for his like photography and stuff. So that made sense. Why?
I suppose it doesn't matter that much, but I imagine it's probably something we'd pick up on a second watch. But that's another one of them films where it'll do well to watch it again, because if you watch it again, you'll pick up little everything. Yeah, it's a really well written film, isn't it? But again, just so I can make it abundantly clear, I hadn't seen that film before, and
Yeah.
the fact that I suspected his girlfriend was purely down to that I put
The fact that she took him away while they were doing the bingo.
because the thing is, if you go back go back and watch our video, go back and watch our video for second rewatches. I only suspected her once I knew what he meant by bingo. If they were actually sat playing bingo, I would never have suspected her.
Yeah.
But the fact that you essentially put us onto an auction.
It was just the fact, because he wasn't saying anything. It wasn't like he was doing the thing that they do when they talk. He was going like 1, and then he was going 2 and 3, and it's like 300 or maybe 3,000. We don't know. He didn't give specific numbers, probably intentionally, but. And he kept on going up, and I was like, "What's he doing? Isn't it with his hands?"
And then when it showed you the,
and then they were raising the cards, and it just it was an auction, the picture and everything.
And once the reason that I suspected her after that was because I was positive she was the one after our dad said about the bingo to say let's go for a walk, because obviously if they're gonna sell someone they can't have them standing there, because then they will he would have just ran, wouldn't
In
he?
saying that, he seemed to be really chilled with everything that was going on up until that point.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like there would have been a few moments earlier on when I've just said, you know what, that's too much. Being hypnotised by the man probably would have been the nail in the coffin for me to get the hell out of there. She just he didn't even ask for it. She just sat down, she hypnotised him, and then he was just like, oh yeah, your mum hypnotised me last night, but it's okay because I don't want to smoke anymore. Even though
Final thoughts.
do you think, I mean, not necessarily a final thought, do you think they could do a second one? Or are they doing a second one? I don't know.
I have not heard that they're doing a second one, as far as I know. Because the Jordan Peele, he's done other films. He done that one that we reacted to a trailer to. It was called Us or something. And it's had that, what's her name? Is it Lupita Nyong'o or something? You know her? She was in Black Panther.
Yeah. I don't remember the trailer.
But to me, I wouldn't do a sequel.
It just feels like, because it's not really resolved, is it? It's like there are other people.
Yeah, but it was just their family that knew how to do it, wasn't it?
Yeah, but there are still other people within that. Maybe they shared the secrets, who knows? That it might have had a contingency, we don't know.
Right, final thoughts. Here's mine. Right. Really well written.
Yeah.
Really good film. Believe it or not, I knew it was a good film because I knew it would win awards. Right. I wasn't expecting it to be that good. It was really good.
Yeah.
And also, brilliant performances all around. I don't think anyone in that did a particularly bad performance. Everyone did a really good performance of being creepy, eerily creepy, and just suspicious enough to make you kind of almost question. It had an air of suspicion about it where you were just second guessing everything.
Like the lass that played Rosie in particular, I felt like really stood out.
When she was on the phone.
She's like starting off as like the genuine, like likable girlfriend to becoming a little bit suspicious, and then all of a sudden it was just like the emotion was gone and she was just like herself, a shell, and that when she was on the phone with him and she was like doing the emotional voice, but like her face was like just stone cold, and I was like, pff.
Good for her.
Like,
I hope she gets a lot more work because she seems really talented.
I feel like I've seen her in something else.
I do as well. She seems so familiar.
I can't remember what I've seen her in, but she just
the brother as well. I feel like I've definitely seen him in something, but I can't remember what it is.
I feel like this probably would have been
X-Men. That's what he was in.
X-Men.
X-Men.
Who was he in X-Men?
X-Men First Class. Banshee.
Yeah. Oh.
It's just because he was sat there and he does a certain thing with his head, and I was like, I feel like at some point he goes, "You sure?" In like a sort of sarcastic way, as in the other guy's obviously not sure. And I was just trying to remember where that's from. Right, Alison Williams. Let's see what she's in. Movies and TV shows. Megan, Get Out, Girls, Peter Pan Live, Lemony Snicket, A Series of Unfortunate Events, Fellow Travellers, Peter Pan Live. Nope, not much.
Or maybe it was Megan. I think I've seen a trailer for that Megan. It's one of the newer ones, isn't it?
Yeah. Came out last year.
Mm.
Yeah, that's my final thoughts anyway. I think every single person did really well. I really liked Rodney. Like the only genuine good guy apart from
the friend.
Chris,
that was the friend, wasn't it? Yeah. That was good though. I didn't like the scene where he was in the police station and they weren't taking him seriously.
Yeah.
So because in real life, like, you would think, at least, or hope, that you're like, okay, this person's been missing for 6 months. Here's a photo of him at this random party in the middle of nowhere. Like, you would think they'd be like, okay, that is a bit weird.
Yeah.
Maybe we should, like, at least look into it.
Yeah.
And they were just laughing at him. But even he was talking about hypnosis and sex slaves and all that stuff, so you know what?
Yeah. It was admirable that he was trying, but it was poorly executed.
Yes.
Yeah. Is that your final thought?
I liked the movie.
I really liked the movie.
I didn't really know what to make of it at first. But the more it started, I think when it got to, like, the after the hypnosis scene was when I was, like, really, like, invested.
Mm-hmm.
That makes sense. Because I kind of just thought, oh, is it just going to be like it's just like him and, like, this family are, like, tormenting him kind of movie, and I was like, oh, well, that's a bit.
Yeah.
It's probably been done before, you know.
Yeah.
But and then it took, like, a really original turn.
Yeah, it was really original. I'm sure Jordan Peele won an Oscar for Best Screenplay because he wrote it. I'm sure Daniel Kaluuya was nominated. I don't know if he won.
I feel like he must have been. When did this come out?
I don't know, 2017?
Was this before Black Panther?
Before Black Panther, yeah, definitely.
I wonder if this was, like, his, like, breakout role.
It was.
It was.
Mm-hmm.
Good for him. I wonder how hard it would have been, because, like, the scenes where they weren't blinking, but they were crying.
So Black Panther came out the year after.
But, like, the scenes where they weren't blinking at all, because, like, they were, like, long shots as well. It wasn't even just, like,
yeah, an Academy Award. Good for him,
It wasn't even just like multiple shots. It was like there were some shots where it was like a really, really long shot of them just, like, wide eyed, and there were tears, and I was like, oh, wow, that must have been so hard to do.
Yeah, I'm not sure if that was because it didn't really have a payoff, but that was just something I seemed to pick up because it was like, especially him during the hypnosis scene. I'm absolutely positive he never blinked once.
Yeah.
While he was being hypnotized. Then there was that scene where the housemaid was walking towards him. I don't think she blinked.
Yeah, even the groundskeeper, when he was talking to him, he didn't seem to blink, and the
when he was running at him, he didn't blink. And then the bit with the guy called Logan, or Andrea was his real name. The bit where he first spoke to him, he didn't blink, and then once he'd come out of being rehypnotized, he didn't blink. But I wonder if I go back and watch it, I wonder if he blinked after the flash. It's just interesting that they none of them seem to blink.
Well, that's like a stereotypical thing with hypnosis, isn't it? Is that you watch, like, the clock or the spiral, and you don't blink because you're like, it's like, it's kind of like a. I think it's associated with that, isn't it? So it must have just.
Just the more I think about it, the more intelligence it gets. Everything sort of makes sense. It gives you the clues to figure it out.
Yeah.
That's why those are the types of films that I really enjoy, is that they give you the clues to figure it out.
Because when you go back over, you're like, oh yeah. I think, like, I thought this was going to be more like kind of like detective-y in a way. I thought when he clocked on that the guy Andre was, like, the missing guy that they knew, I thought he was going to start, like, looking into it, like the family more, or like might try to, like, figure out as opposed to him just, like, being sold and then
becoming the next victim.
Yeah. I thought it was just like, oh yeah, like.
Did you enjoy it more because it wasn't? Because I'm sure that comes under the category of horror, right? But it wasn't scary as much as it was really creepy.
Yeah, it did have its jumpy moments. I feel like I was more like. the story, like I was really invested in the story.
Mm.
But I feel like sometimes when we watch horror movies in the past, if it's a relatively simple like concept or the story isn't really, I'm not really that enthralled by the story, I kind of focus more on the jumps and the scariness as opposed to what the actual story is. Whereas with this I wasn't so much scared because I was like, oh my god, what's gonna happen next, like what?
Horror films are always much better when they've got a really good story.
Mm.
That's why things like The Conjuring have been so big, as opposed to like endless remakes.
But if they can still scare you with a really good story, then yeah, fair enough. But this was more like, I did jump because I feel like the music and like the sound design and everything mixed with what was happening made, like even you jumped, which isn't very.
There was at one point there, I'm pretty sure I jumped higher than you.
I think it was when she got jumped in front of the car, wasn't it?
That's a channel first.
I don't think that's true. I think you have jumped. I don't think that's true.
I've jumped, but there's never been a point where I've jumped higher than you.
I mean, I did jump as well, but yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, that was us watching Get Out. Let us know your thoughts on the film. By all means, feel free to tell us if we saw it before. We haven't.
I know people don't believe us. People don't believe us when we say we haven't seen the movie.
Literally, the reason I get so many things right is because I've seen too many films. Like I've literally seen too many films. What's the competition that we always have in our family whenever there's like a detective film comes out?
Yeah, like Knives Out, we're all there and we're like, who can figure out it first? And
yeah.
sometimes we'll like pause. We do like we did it with Glass Onion, didn't we? We would pause the movie and we were like, so here's what's happening, like as if we were like actually a detective, and then it was.
It's the same with series as well. We always try and figure it out before everyone else.
It's more like a competition, isn't it, between us? Like can I get like a key detail before you get it?
Yep.
Can I pick something up before you?
Because
like...
whenever, if like I set my mum onto a show, I go, oh, what episode are you on? And she'll go, oh, 8. I was like, do you know what's happening? No. And she'll go, oh, no, not yet. I go, I already had it at this point. That's the reason that I pay attention to everything like this. So before you try and accuse us of seeing it before, we haven't. And
if anything, we should just take it as a compliment. Cause clearly we're just that good.
Yeah, but also thank you to not random person.
Random dude.
There was not random dude, because he was the one who said that we watch things.
Oh dear.
The person who commented to them saying, don't be angry that someone pays attention to things that you don't. Thank you for that. I appreciate it. But let us know some other things you want us to watch. We are going to start doing more of these polls. Generally for films. I feel like films is a safe one. But what I'm also going to try and do is I'm going to try and not include films that I haven't seen. No. I'm going to try and include films that I haven't seen.
Yeah.
So it's not just you.
I might add some films in there as well, because you're more inclined to put horror movies on because you want me to like get scared watching them. But I haven't
seen Evil Dead either.
I know, but I feel like out of the two of us,
on the last poll there was only one film that I'd seen and it was 300.
I feel like out of the two of us, Evil Dead would probably affect me more. You're like immune to most horror movies.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are.
No, I'm not. Depends what kind of horror film it is.
Maybe I'm just a wimp, but like.
Yeah, you are.
I want. Can we just watch a comedy or like a romance movie or?
Okay, I'll tell you what. The next 3, we won't put any horror ones on. It'll be comedy, because there's a few good comedy ones we can put on, and some romantic ones.
Yeah, maybe some period stuff. I might make a list.
I tell you what. The next poll, right? Because our channel's filled with people who love period films.
You like period stuff as well, don't even pretend. You're enjoying
I like Bridgerton. I enjoy Bridgerton, yeah. So the next 3 films are going to be, right, here's what they're going to be. Dodgeball, an underdog story, right?
Dodgeball, is that Adam?
You haven't seen
Dodgeball.
You haven't seen Dodgeball. Crazy Stupid Love, Steve Carell, Ryan Gosling. Because Kate, what's the best rom-com that's ever been made?
Notting Hill.
Notting Hill's the correct answer. Do you know what the second best rom-com ever made is?
I presume that one.
Crazy Stupid Love, right? And the third one will be Little Women.
Little Women.
Yeah, because I haven't seen Little Women.
The
newest
original,
one.
Okay.
Newest one. Because it has Timothée Chalamet. No, because it has Florence Pugh. Yeah, that's going to be the next poll. So keep an eye out, and you'll get to vote on that. But apart from that, like the video, subscribe, ding the bell to be notified when we upload. We We upload every day. Anything else you want to say?
I'm gonna go sleep.
Okay.
And not get creeped out by this and think someone's gonna run at us in the middle of like nowhere.
And always remember, if you're inside a creepy house, get out.
Easier said than done.
No, it's not. Swan dive straight out of the window. Thank you for watching.
They would let you right next to the lake. Why didn't they just swim? You
It's
try
just-
to take a car.
It's
Like,
just the bit in the house where he's saying about the car key. I would literally have just ran and dived out the window. It wouldn't have been stopping me.
I need to know